Hi Shireen.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. Thank you so much for doing this for my blog. It's an honor to have you. I want you to please introduce yourself to our viewers today.
Well, it's a real honor to be interviewed by you. Thank you so much. And hello to all the viewers. Introduce myself. So I'm Shireen. I'm a therapist and also a PhD candidate at the University of British Columbia. I work with individuals, couples, families. I'm trained in the Gottman couples methods, emotionally focused therapy. Couples therapy and couple workshops is one of my passions. I love working with couples. As couples, I believe, are the core to our family unit. Healthy family, healthy society, and so start with the core. Just starting out, this is the time where you've got that passion, that chemistry. It's really alive, and you're feeling it. So this is the best time to actually think about your personal values. What are your individual values? Values that you cannot compromise. Values that may be negotiable. List them out. Talk to each other. Figure them out. If this is a relationship you see yourself moving forward in, it's really important to have that individual sense of who I am as an individual. How am I an individual in this couple relationship? And once you find that you're able to be vulnerable with this person and they've accepted you and you're still together, knowing your differences, it's a good start. The communication piece is going to be a key moving forward as well. After 15 to 20 years, we're pretty much got a pattern, a routine, which is really comfortable for most people. But at the same time, with comfort comes this assumption, the mind reading, because we think we know our partner so well, we start, being more silent, not communicating our needs as much, and we assume the other person after 15 years should know what I'm thinking, should be able to know what's important to me, what's important to the family. But a lot of times, this mind reading does not work. We still need to be able to communicate in a very sincere and respectful manner and know that it's okay to communicate what your emotional needs are. I'm not talking about I need a new car, I need an expensive whatever it is. I needed to go on vacation. It's about the emotional need. I still need to connect with you. And having that piece is going to be important for lasting love. This generation, I'm also going to maybe even generalize to the point of, let's say, kids who are being brought up in the Middle East. Generally, we're coming from a privileged place. And I'm not saying privilege in the sense of, we have more to eat, more money, not just that, but a place where your parents worked super hard to be where they are. Their values at the time where they had immigrated from their homes, and they came with this commitment of making it work, making it last. And the immigrant generation, whether you look in the Middle East or if you go and look in North America, the immigrant population, they're really strong in their ways because they had a dream. We want to make a good family life. We want to have our children who are educated and have good, values. And they really worked at that. Not to say that, all of them have perfect marriages, but I think one difference is that they learn to compromise. A lot of them have the traditional roles, which they've accepted and has worked for them, where the husband is a primary breadwinner and the mother is, the nurturer, the caretaker, or the housekeeper. A lot of times now, because this generation is coming up with being highly educated, having financial freedom, so men and women are somewhat, treated equally in the households that you were brought up in this generation. There is less tolerance for that kind of differences in gender. So if you're going to be in a relationship where a certain family member from your partner's household doesn't feel a woman should be working, or doesn't feel that you're doing the house chores properly, or whatever you have, it's going to be a point of contingency, and it's going to be a point of conflict in your relationship. So being able to resolve that, move forward from that, having, again, the communication piece, but also knowing that it's not all about compromising all the time. This generation, a lot of times, will not compromise on certain things. They know that they can go out and provide for themselves. They know that they can get 100%. So, not going to settle. I don't think it's always a good thing to go in with, well, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to get a divorce. Even though, the truth be told, everyone has in the back of their mind, divorce is always an option. If it's not going to work out, other than, you know, religious commitments and familial commitments. Most people know that divorce ticket is there. What maybe a better attitude might be is, I don't want to get to the divorce. I want to be able to figure out what our conflicts are, what are areas that bring up issues, and work on those. And if that means being more open to discussing your problems in the relationship, discussing maybe with a peer mentor or you know, a religious pastor or a therapist, like being open to that. And I think this generation, moving forward, is a little bit more open. They're, you know, they try to be more self-actualized. Self-improvement is part of everybody's mantra. Or you're doing the healthy living, the gym, self-improvement in your career. You know, coaching and therapy have become a little more acceptable as well. Reading self-help books, or you know, some really awesome books out there where you don't necessarily need to go see a therapist. But the difference is implementing those, not just reading those or listening to the advice and not implementing it. Because our ego does tend to get in the way as well. So just recognizing that if you're going to ask for help or ask for advice, it's going to take some work. It's not just a miracle cure. You go and you get a pill and you're feeling all better. You're going to have to practice, and you're going to have to work hard at it. Sure. So my website is www.noorify.com. And you can contact me at noorify@gmail.com as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from some of your viewers and visitors. Thanks, Retta.
Thank you.